All right. As I was thinking about the conversation that I had with that college kid today about how he knew they were the books that they were teaching in school were lies, it reminded me of something, like a conversation I had with a Native American. Man, I'm not better than him, nothing. I'm not saying that. I'm a sinner as well. So, now that that's out of the way. For the people that go, oh, he thinks he's better. Get that out of the way. This is the conversation I had with him. I told him that I knew they were teaching lies in history class in the public school system. I knew they were teaching lies about, like, the history of the United States and all that stuff. And he was shocked that I knew that. He's never come across an American that knew that the U.S. was making lies about the history. You know what I mean? Of what really went down and stuff. You know what I mean? You know, all that stuff. Making the U.S. seem more like the good guys. You know how they did that? Oh yeah, we're in the right. Yeah. You know, that kind of thing. I'm like, yeah, I knew they were lying. They weren't just lying to me in evolution. I actually knew they were lying in the history classes, in the history books in school, before I figured out they were lying in the science class. You know what I mean? Before the science class, I knew they were lying about in the history class. Yeah. I'm like, something's not adding up here. Something's not adding up here. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what kind of reminded me when I was talking to that college kid. He's like, every book I open up, I'm like, this. He's like, this is BS. I'm like, you're right, it is. You're right. He's like, they just send me to the dean every time I say this is nonsense. They just send me to the dean. I'm like, I'm not the dean. I'm saying it's not nonsense. You are correct. They in those books at college are lies. I'm not kidding. You are right. He's smart. Yeah. The books they teach at ISU are lies. Yeah, he's right. So, now that's Idaho State University teaching lies out of their books. Why, no surprise. They tore down my flyers and everything. Of course they teach lies as well. Of course. So I'm like, yep. You were right, my friend. You were right. So, but enough about that. Back to when I was talking to the Native American guy. He was shocked. He was talking to me all night. He couldn't believe that I already knew that they were lying in the history classes. And probably every history book in this country is probably altered to favor what they want to say, but not what really happened. It's altered. You know what I'm saying? So he was shocked. I'm like, yep. I think he was saying that they teach a different history from different history books on the reservation. I'm not kidding. Of what really happened. I think that's what he told me. He's like, on the Indian reservation, well, Native American reservation. I'm not sure they would want to be called Americans. After the way they were treated. I don't blame them. But anyways, that's another thing. I'm like, I feel for the people that have been betrayed by America, like the Native Americans. I feel for them because even I feel disgusted by the flag and everything. Even I do, flying it in our faces. I'm like, now I know how they feel, that have been betrayed by America, the Native Americans, bullied off their land. Not about that. I know exactly how they feel. If they want to burn the American flags and invite me to the party, I will join. We'll burn the American flags together on the reservation. Proudly. Loud and proud. And hopefully the police are there to watch us burn the American flags. That's what I say. Yeah. Perfect combo right there. Yeah. If there's anywhere I would burn American flag, it'd probably be on the Indian reservation, the Native American reservation, in front of the police. I'm not kidding. I'll do something to spark the police to come, and then I'll burn the American flags in front of them. I have to make sure they are watching while I am lighting the flag. I have to make sure. That's key. It's me doing it. I'm the one doing it. You're watching me do it. That's key. They have to see me do it. Yep, no messing around. Anyways, enough about that. Pro Canada. Salute the Canada flag from a distance. Salute Canada from a distance. From a little distance. You know, you're good. You guys are doing good. Most peaceful country on the next to the U.S. Most peaceful country next to the U.S. Like a complete 180. You know. I thought about this. Canada has to be the most peaceful country. One of them in the whole world. They have to be. They leave the doors unlocked, no problem. Yeah, it's peaceful there, okay? They have no second thought about leaving all their doors unlocked. No second thought. Yeah. That's a Christian country. That's a Christian country. Yep, no problem. Leave every neighbor leaves their doors unlocked. No problem. That is a peaceful country. I salute you guys. Canada, I salute you. The Wolverine salutes Canada, which is where he's born. The Wolverine's born in Canada, rightfully so. That's a funny line in the Wolverine movie. The government's like, the country needs you, Logan. The country needs you. He's like, I'm Canadian. And he drives off. That's what I'm going to do. Your country says to do this. Your country says to do that. I'm Canadian. See ya. I'm just stuck here for now. See ya. Yeah. Yeah. But anyways, if you don't like it here, leave. Why don't you leave? You're the ones that aren't Christian. You get out of the country. You get out of the country. You know. Why don't you all leave and go to somewhere else? Go to Mexico. Why don't you leave and go to Mexico instead of me going to Canada? You know, it takes work for me to make the jump. You know, it's not as simple as you think. Making the jump to Canada, become a Canadian citizen. It's not as simple as people think. I don't know. I'll have to look into it again. I looked into moving to Canada in the past, but I might look into it again. I might. Bad last night. Yeah. The Lord will find me even there. He's like, preach the gospel even in Canada. That's no excuse. That's no excuse to jump the border. Serve the Lord even in Canada. But yeah. But it's about, I keep getting birded, but it's about the Native Americans. The guy being shocked. I knew the U.S. was lying in their history books. Yeah. You name the history book, it's a lie, for the most part. It's a lie. It's altered. Yeah, of what really went down. So, but anyways, that's the main thing I wanted to say. Oh, our country lies to us. Yeah, more than anybody else. Your country lies to you more than anybody else. The only one that tells the truth is. Yep, he's the only one that tells the truth. So help me God. He's the only one that tells the truth. That guy's the only one that tells the truth. I try to keep up, but he tells the truth more than I do. God knows. He's solid. Alex knows. Jesus, he's solid in the truth department. Anyway. That's all I want to say for this video.